The big game is fast approaching, but wait, you still haven't got your tickets. You've spent hours searching, but you're still confused about ticket prices. Time to stop searching. Visit ticketcompare.com. We compare ticket prices for all the popular leagues and tournaments for you. We work only with the most trustworthy sites, so you can have peace of mind when buying your tickets. Compare prices, buy tickets, get to the game. Ticketcompare.com. Buying tickets made simple.
Morning.
Tony, you've had a strong finish to the season. Do you feel as though you can carry that positive momentum into the playoffs and it can get you over the line?
Well, we have to be positive. I think, you know, the full teams in the playoffs, all of them will be positive. I think the important thing is to make sure we're focused and we understand the challenge ahead, and that the players, you know, respond in the right manner, and that is to play with the way we've been playing. Play with no inhibitions and make sure we give it the best shot. You don't want to come off the park feeling as though you've left anything behind, and I think that's very, very important.
When you look at the Villa squad on paper, they've got a very strong squad. Do you think that the pressure will be on them? Do you see them as the favourites in this time?
Well, we've still got a couple of thousand tickets to sell. You know, the season ticket sale options now, all that's been placed, and you know, they've picked up their allocation. So we need the Riverside really to be rocking tomorrow. We need everybody to turn up, every seat to be sold, and to really make it a tremendous atmosphere. And we've got to give it our best shot. You know, it's over 2 games. It's not over just 1 game. So we've got to understand that. But yeah, you know, I'm looking forward to it, and I think the players are looking forward to it.
You've got a lot of players in the squad who've got playoff experience. How valuable could that be?
Well, every little bit of experience that you've got playing in these situations helps, but it's always on the day. And as I've said before, it's about the players turning up and the right mindset, you know, going out there and really enjoying it and embracing it. How
do you assess the 4 teams in the playoffs? Is the one that stands out for you at the moment?
No, there's only one team I'm worried about. That's us. I think we've got to a point now where, you know, you've got to focus on yourself and focus on making sure that you do everything you possibly can to clear the minds of the players. And like I say, you don't want them going out with any inhibitions at all. You want them to go out there and really give it their best shot. And that's, you know, not just on the park, but that's off the park as well. Making sure they're really focused.
On Sunday, Arsene Wenger will take charge of his final game for Arsenal. Obviously, you've come up against him many times over the years. Can you pay tribute to his longevity at Arsenal and in the Premier League for us?
Yeah, obviously he will go down as one of the greatest, if not the greatest managers Arsenal have ever had in lots of respects. You know, he put an identity on that football club. I think what people don't give Arsene enough credit for is the fact that, you know, he also, you know, moved from the Highbury to where they are today. He also built a brand new training ground, a training complex, which is second to none. And kept that team rolling, and I'm sure this is one of the reasons why the directors kept in and kept the club in profit. So we built a very, very solid football club with, you know, an identity of the way he wanted to play football, and I'm sure he's not just going to sail into the sunset. I'm sure he'll be back.
And final one from me: the future of Wayne Rooney, a big talking point for us today, and a possible move to the MLS. How big an impact do you think he's had on the Premier League?
Again, Wayne's been one of the great players in my time. I had 10 years in the Premiership, so one of the great players, without a question of a doubt. But, you know, your time comes. Everybody's time comes around, and, you know, if Wayne decides that it's America that he wants to go to, then brilliant. I still think maybe he might have a bit to play in the Premiership, but that's only my opinion. You know, he looks fit enough. He still looks fit enough. And strong enough to play in that league. But if he decides to go to America, then you know, I think everybody should wish him the best, because he's given so many football people so much joy over the years.
Tony, away teams often do well in the playoffs. It's very difficult to know what a good result would be come 7:30 on Saturday night.
Yeah, it'll be difficult. You know, I've got great respect for Steve, and Villa are a massive football club. So, you know, as we've stated, they've most probably got the strongest squad, or one of the strongest, if not the strongest squad in the Championship. So he has options to change players and rest players that are, you know, top players at this level. So we expect it to be a really, really tough game.
Do you think for that reason it might be easier for him to second guess your team than you to second guess his?
Well, my team's, you know, the team I picked for the game at Ipswich. You know, I'm not hiding anything. You know, that's my team. That's the way we'll go out and play.
Obviously, Patrick Bamford scored very, very late on, and it was looking like all of a sudden it was going to be Fulham, and then it was back to playing Villa, which seemed the most likely outcome. Do you have any sort of, before you go into a situation like that, do you have a feeling of, or I'd rather play X, Y, or Z over 2 legs?
No, with a minute to go, I didn't even know it was, you know, that was the situation. I didn't know the other scores. I'm not one to worry about what's going on with other people and other football clubs. I just concentrate on what's put in front of me, and then try and get through that as best I can. And we've got Aston Villa, absolutely fantastic football club. Like I said, I've got great respect for Steve and the people there, and it's going to be a tough game. So if we want to get to the final, if we want to get to the Premiership, then we make sure, you know, we've got to make sure that we approach this in the right manner, and we've got to get the breaks. Things have got to go for us. You know, Adama needs protection in both games, without a question of a doubt, because he's been so good in the games leading up to it. And we found early on that, you know, he has been targeted without a question of a doubt. So we've got to make sure that you know, people are aware of that. But we're looking forward to it. The whole team, the club, and like I say, we've got a couple of thousand tickets to sell. Hopefully they'll be gone today and early tomorrow morning, and the place will be absolutely rocking. And
have people here behind the scenes told you about the atmosphere there was at Brentford a few years ago and at Brighton a couple of years ago?
I'm not interested in what was, you know, a year ago, 2 years ago. This is now. We're today, and the game's tomorrow, and everybody's looking forward to the game tomorrow. It's brilliant that the players have got the experience. It's brilliant that the players have played this, you know, this scenario out before, and let's hope it helps. But once that whistle goes tomorrow at 5:15, then that's what counts. That 90 minutes then.
And finally, for me, those 3 wins in a row against playoff rivals, when previously in the season results against the top 8 hadn't gone quite so well. How important could that be?
Yeah, we're rolling in to this competition in good form, and that's you know, brilliant news for everybody. The players have been brilliant this week. You know, I know they played the game, and it was a tough game at Ipswich in very, very tough conditions. But the way they've trained and the way they've worked this week, you know, they've been very, very focused, and they've been right on the front foot. So, yeah, we just won the game to start.
So only just one for me, really. It's been a season, I suppose, of 2 chapters for the club, and you've been here for the second part. How much confidence and pride can everyone take in the fact that you're actually here in the playoffs? Because it wasn't always that obvious that you were going to get to the playoffs. You've had to fight for it. So how much confidence and how much pride can you take from the fact that you've done that?
Yeah, brilliant. We're very, very pleased to be in the playoffs. But you know, the playoffs, the ultimate aim is to get in the Premiership for this football club, and you know, the majority of the teams in the Championship. So you know, we have to now focus. You know, we've done one part of it, but we have to focus now on the next part of it, and hope to God the part after that then.